Hello? Give me a moment. All right. What are we up to today? Let me check something out over here. Okay. I was gonna watch a YouTube video. Well, frick. Breaking Figma might be doomed. Why?
Ultrasonic device.
And the problem starts.
Adobe and Figma are breaking up, and the consequences of this breakup are going to have massive
Really?
industry-wide changes. What's going on,
I
and
know
why do
about
I
this.
think it's going to be so impactful? Let's talk about it. If you're not already familiar, in September of last year, Adobe announced their plans to acquire Figma for $20 billion. Yes, $20 billion. Dylan, the CEO of Figma, is one of the best leaders in the creative industry, and I was honestly hopeful for what it would look like for him to be at Adobe. He was in the running for next CEO of Adobe for me, and I really think he had a chance at that role. Sadly, that's not going to be happening, as Dylan says here. After 15 months of intense review, Adobe and Figma have decided to end their merger as they don't see a path for a regulatory approval of the deal. Figma and Adobe have reached a joint decision to end our pending acquisition. It's not the outcome we had hoped for, but despite thousands of hours spent with regulators around the world detailing differences between our businesses, our products, and the markets we serve, we no longer see a path towards regulatory approval of the deal. To break this down more simply, the EU saw Adobe and Figma as competitors, and as such, they saw this acquisition as a market merge that was kind of monopolistic. And while I kind of see that, it's important to understand how different Figma's approach was from what Adobe was doing, and to me, it felt like a truly unique product. Nobody who should be using Figma was happily using Adobe's products. And since Figma was so different, I think it fit well within Adobe's model of having multiple tools for specific purposes, like our Illustrator and Photoshop competing kind of, but not really. That all said, it is important to have market diversity, and I understand where.
I don't know. I think Adobe's price plans are like super aggressive. What's the word? Like they have cancellation fees on their subscriptions. Just like super man, I can't think of the word. Sort of like aggressive, but just like I don't know, it just sounds like violent.
The EU is coming from when it pushes back on things like this, but it's still really scary. For the last 15 months, while all of this was going on, Figma was ramping up on a lot of different projects that were largely inspired by the amount of opportunity and, let's be frank, money that they had as a result of the Adobe potential acquisition. And now that that's not happening, they're kind of left out in the dust, which sucks because they're working on really cool things like their AI features, the dev mode stuff, and so much more. Thankfully, Figma's not totally out to dry here. They are getting a $1 billion fall through fee. When deals like this happen, there's usually if one party backs out, the other party gets paid up front. This is actually how Ninja made so much money off the Mixer deal. And we can see here in this mutual agreement that the company will make a cash payment to Figma in the previously agreed amount of $1 billion. Insane. Good for them. Well deserved.
Dang.
That said, I don't think this is a fair move for the market, and it says a lot about what exits are going to look like for companies going forward. We take a look at the numbers that George posted here. Figma's adoption is significantly higher than everything else in the industry. Specifically, their primary versus secondary split here is the best in the industry. Even something like Sketch, which has a decent number of users, the majority of its users are using it as a secondary tool, not the primary tool. Figma won at this. And yes, Adobe XD is here. It's the second most popular solution. It's pretty bad and kind of being left out to dry. But now it's going to have to come back to compete. The issue I see here is that Figma built a massive, successful business. And part of building a successful business is the opportunity to sell that business. I don't know what Figma's path forward is after something like this. If they can't sell to Adobe, they kind of have to IPO because there aren't other businesses where acquiring Figma makes more sense. Like Google doesn't have a reason to acquire them. Facebook doesn't have a reason to acquire them. Amazon doesn't have a reason to acquire them. There's a thin line between acquiring competition and acquiring assets that fit your business's goals. And if Adobe can't buy Figma, I don't know who can. This kind of spells a death sentence for the unicorn acquisition, where a company is purchased for $1 billion or more by another company. And that's scary. It's very common for companies to try and be acquired by others in their general space when they solve a problem for a set of their users really well. When I see this chart, what I see is that Figma identified a real need, which was designing products using good design software. And Adobe wasn't serving that well because Photoshop was not meant for designing applications. Adobe's quick attempt to make something, XD, wasn't going great. And that's why Figma found the market it did.
I think if you're not able to sell your business to other companies, and either your business is valued to more higher than it actually is, or the company just doesn't have a need for the product that you are offering, which in Figma's case is just not the case. There are a lot of tech companies that can There are a lot of tech companies that can straight up value a lot if they own Figma. Like, almost everything integrates with Figma. I don't see what he's talking about that only Adobe would want Figma. Oh my gosh. There are so many companies that would love to have acquired Figma.
I am concerned they won't be able to properly profit off of that now if they're unable to exit. I'm scared about the precedent this sets for 2024 in the world of startups and tech companies, where if you can't sell the thing you built, what do you do then? That's all I got. If you want to hear more about how Figma is building things for developers, I'll pin a video in the corner all about that. Appreciate y'all a ton as always. I'll see you in the next one.
I gotta do something real quick. I will be right back.
This Ringo almost forced the MMA fighter into retirement. The MMA fighter named Daesung Park got into a little contact with the Ringo during a photo shoot while celebrating. Surprisingly, after this event, he got reported by the media for sexual harassment. Luckily, he was not suspended, but this fighter avoids any contact with the Ringo. Do you guys think his actions were inappropriate? What do you guys think? This Ringo almost
In comes Becca Jackson for Nemesis. Really caught the eye at the US.
Well, I'm sorry. I was muted. Well, I was just saying that like I was being a little aggressive with the ring girl, but also the ring girl was like awkwardly standing far apart from the phone. And so if you want to take a good photo, you want to have that awkwardly standing apart distance. And for him, it was important to have a good photo because he just won the fight, so it's a big moment for him. All right. See if we can finish this up. Here's how TypeScript code might look. Okay, get on Twitch bots. Let me look at the code. Upstart online, get on Twitch bots. This looks different. Is it the same? Find many. Okay, where online equals true. Okay. Return online channels. Okay. So then over here, so let's just do const online Twitch bots equals get online Twitch bots. And I think that's all I gotta do and import it. Did I export it? Nope. Export. And then we're importing that. And then let me see. And then we're gonna get a list of channels rules. Turn TwitchBot that username looks good. Then with the list of channels, we're gonna want to join for channel. Join channel. Shoot. How would this work? I totally. TMI get instance dot. It's a good interface here. Join users. How do I join channels? How do I join channels normally? Let me see. Play some music a little bit. Join. Maybe it's actually in. This is actually an empty folder. Persona? Okay. I see. Persona implements iPersona. Okay, this is a little more complicated because of the way I designed this so far. Add persona to channel. Join this dot channel. So what I really gotta do is add this to the database. Better create persona. What's wrong with this with Monster Cat? My frames are dropping? Damn. Okay. Okay. So I have to maintain a list of personas somewhere. I guess I'm doing that here. So that means I would need a persona table. Because I would have to recreate this class. This also looks hard-coded. The heck? Yeah, I might, to do what I'm trying to do, I might need it. I might need a better setup. I would need a one-to-many relationship with my account table and a persona table. And the persona table would have the commands, the base command, the convo, ID channel, and phone. Channel stream. Okay.
Warning. Please evacuate. This is not a drill. Warning.
How do I create one of these?
This is not a drill. Warning. 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 Warning.
What am I currently doing is a question. Get or create persona? I see. This actually should be renamed to Ulu. Okay, I kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and do some restructuring. But I'm gonna delete this table. I mean, I gotta drop the TwitchBot table. Foreign key is Twitch ID. Joined. Let me just ask ChatGPT a few questions. Can you write me a Python script that renames? Oh, hey Connor, right, Kaiba, how's it going? It renames the TwitchBot table. How you doing? Rename to persona. Let's do that. Okay, let's plop this query. Bam. Cool. Now we got a new table name, but also need to... Where'd it go? It's up here now? Okay. Alright. So I'm going to add some fields. Also, this can't be like that because, shoot, this has to be a one-to-one. This has to be one-to-many relationship, so... You know what? Tables are just a shit show. Drop that. Can you make me a new persona table with the following columns? ID as the PK. Twitch ID as a foreign key to the account table. Twitch ID. Online. Boolean. I'm good in Canada until the 31st of January. Enjoy my last month or two of freedom. Started job on the 2nd of February. Got too bored at home. Cool. Where do you get a job at? Congrats. I'm doing pretty good. Not bad, not bad. I'm working on my chatbot. Online. Okay. I'm gonna need commands as a commands array of strings. And what else do I have here? Oh yeah, personality. Integer. Because it maps to an enum. And then what else am I missing? What am I missing here? Here's the convos. Join channel. Maybe the ID is a good idea. I don't think I want that as a UID. I think I want that to map to the actual table ID. So when I create something, think about that. Convo. I could save the convo in the database, but I should think about that more. I think this is good for now. The UK Home Office, basically the UK version of DHS. What is DHS? Let me see something. What is the UK version of DHS? Is the Home Office? So you're working for the Department of Homeland Security in the UK? That's crazy. Now you're an FBI agent. Damn, congrats, my dude. Secret spy. Secret agent. Connor. In the house. Right next to the president. What are you gonna do with your chatbot now? Foreign key constraint cannot be implemented. I wonder why. Oh, wait, hold up. Twitch ID is an integer. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, now I got the persona table. Can you write me a Prisma query that inserts into the table by providing the, let me see, I guess I should provide the Writing the Twitch ID online commands and personality. Oh, snaps. Still working on it, but it's gonna be something to do every day now rather than doing like 5 hours a week and being bored the rest of the time. Got it. Well, that's cool. How'd you get the job? Did you show him your cool chatbot? Are you, what kind of software engineering will you be doing? Full stack? Half stack? Chad stack? Mern stack? Short stack? Nice. Full stack. Dang. Impressive. Create persona. New persona. Data. Does it work this way? Okay. Well, that looks easy enough. Let's go to my... and delete this. Delete and add a new file. We'll call it this persona. Create. Get this imported. Oh, I got a npx Prisma DB pool. I gotta sync the database with Prisma. npx DB npx Prisma generate. What language we got will be coding in? I wonder what language we're using in Homeland Security. It's gotta be a secure language. But it's also the government. And so I don't know what the government is doing most of the time. At least any software engineering being done in the US government is basically a shit show. Query, can you write me a Prisma query that given a Twitch ID and a personality, check if there are any tables, any records in the table. There are 500 services. The main things I like to be working on are C#, microservices, and then Node plus React for full stack stuff. React, oh brother. Just do us all a favor and refactor all that to HTMX. You know the government doesn't need React. What are they doing that needs React? They're not making Netflix. They're making static websites Okay, I'm sorry. I just like shitting on the government sometimes. Thing about the UK government is the pension 401k. I put in 5%, they put in 20% of my monthly salary. That's cool. They definitely got some. The government always gives good benefits usually. Is it a remote job? Or in person? The Twitch ID and personality enum as parameters to the function. Once a day a week. Once a week. 1 day a week. In a home office location. There's a couple near me. Okay. 1 day a week is... 1 day a week is not too bad. Well, that's cool. That's exciting. Having a job does make you work a lot harder. So if you feel like you're not doing enough stuff, then getting a job is a good idea. The hard part is going to be being able to find time to still work on the chatbot. I'm sure you'll have tons of time. I don't think at least in the US government, being a software engineer is like the super low pressure. The lowest of pressure. Expectations aren't very high. I think I'll do this. Can't? Value of. Here we go. Why is this returning a string? Isn't this just an enum? Yeah. Oh, snaps. It maps to strings. I don't know if I want to do that, actually. This should be mapping to... There should be a protobuf mapping. Where are my protobufs at? Over here. Shared ban list on Twitch sucks. I got banned one channel. Now I'm banned in like half my channels. What the heck? That sucks. That's annoying. That's stupid. So like, if someone adds you to their ban list, like, oh, hey, Freedom Dow, how's it going? I don't think I would use a shared ban list because that would just automatically have me ban a bunch of people that I have no idea about. Anyways, how you doing, Freedom Dow? All right. Let's see. Let's just make that enum in the proto buff definition instead of here. So I'm going to go into TwitchBot and I'm going to define personality. Let's just do enum personality. And we're going to have unknown. And I'll have this stuff. We'll do Chad equals 1, Helpful equals 2, Shy equals 3, and Uwu equals 4. There we go. We got this proto buff definition. Oh, I forgot all my semicolons. There we go. Okay, let's compile this thing. First of all, how do I even compile this thing? Oh, Jesus. This is a shit show. Okay. I should have put the Protox stuff in here. I'm gonna have to look at my scripts. Let's see. Code my configs. I got illness, not excuse. I'm trying to build a new thingy where it just won't send my message to the streamer or argue with me. But yeah, I share an algo. They got pissed and I never did anything except say, if you know math, because it was a multiversal algo, not even normal math. That people is a way very thing about this is that people kind of cultishly ban you. That's the funny. What's funny, the creators still see my message, but the chat don't sometimes creator respond. Yeah, I mean, like, there are some streamers who are really sensitive about who's in their stream. I don't think I'm one of those kind of people, but like, yeah, you gotta. I usually case out the streamer, what is that called? Like, case them up or something just before I start like saying stuff. Because if I say something just and that just gets them upset, I don't know. I just like don't say that thing. Because they will ban you really fast. If they feel like it. I gotta find how the heck I compile my proto buffs, because I haven't done this in a second. Hopefully the scripts will be explanatory enough. Mac, nope. Linux. Where are my scripts for? Not in here. MISC. Bin Linux. It's gotta be in the miscellaneous, I guess. No? Aided some functions. Here we go. Okay. I think I have this one. I think I'm gonna copy this into the repo itself to make it less confusing. What's this? Oh, okay. Let's copy all this stuff and let's make a new file. Called it grpcweb.sh, and let's write the compile commands here. Hello world. What are the dependencies this is looking for? Protalk path, protalk web.exe. So I need that. Where do I get that anyway? Let me look it up. gRPC web. Like I definitely don't break rules to get banned. It's just our sour pan situation's ego hurt. Yeah, people got some fragile egos. And my child streamers intelligent my question for truth, so that also get me banned mostly, but maybe it's a good thing for society. It's like, yeah, like I like to challenge people too like that, but like some people just are not up for it, and like instead of having like a good conversation, they just get upset. Which kind of sucks. You're a great streamer. I hope you're bigger than Prime. Oh, thanks, my man. One day. I'm trying to work on that channel points thing that you wanted in the channel. So I've been working on my chatbot for like the last 3 streams. I just have to remember how to compile the proto buffs. Let me see. Protalk. Here we go. Looks like I need this. Oh yeah, true. That I was thinking about that. When I'm weird, my brain thinks in loops. Like I will hear a conversation the next day or 2 days after thinking about it. Aw. Windows Arc 64. Is that what I want? Darwin, nope. Linux, nope. Gotta be this one then. Let's open this up and let's plop it into Is this a standalone thing? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste it into my projecto. Paste. And then here, I'm gonna copy the name, and for the Protalk path, I'm just going to do that. I wonder if this will work. I guess we can try it. Actually, let me turn this into like accept arguments. Hi ChatGPT. How can I make this accept a command line argument all? How do I make this run without any commands? Execute the function. That would be good. Okay. This is the hello worlds. Not using this. I'm gonna separate this into experimental grbc web.sh, and I'm gonna plop a bunch of stuff in here. Plop that. Whoops. Trying to organize things a little bit better. Still thinking about the new ideas about the points. One of the idea I had about points, I love beginning about the points coming, where the point prices change depending upon demand and passive points. Okay. I was thinking about how to use the points to redeem in real life video game controllers. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think so. Think of some ideas for me. I still have to create some database tables for this to work and stuff and hook it up. So I won't be there starting like the real design of things until like probably 2 or 3 streams from now. Pro loader types, okay. So this loads the types, and then this compiles. This is on the client, and this is the back end. No way. Yeah, this is back end. Okay, that makes sense. I can delete this. Oh, what's the first argument here, actually? Oh, I got it. I mean, if it has a single argument, the proto file path, because it still needs the path in if no arguments, return an error. Okay, I can use something like that. Bam. So this is going to be main. Okay. Takes in. So basically you're going to run this as one argument. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try this out. I'm going to... I wish this terminal wouldn't extend all the way this way. Can I even change that in VS Code? I don't think so, huh? Like, can't even... Okay. I need a better IDE. Should I just get WebStorm? I might just switch to WebStorm. CD protos, CD protos. Okay. Then I'm gonna execute gRPC web sh. And then I'm gonna do it on TwitchBot proto. But first, let me just push everything. Adding gRPC scripts and exe. Just so I can see any changes that are happening, and also because I think that script also affects the front end. Make sure the front end is clean. Okay. So now let's run it on TwitchBot proto. Illegal. Okay, there's something wrong with this. What's illegal? Expected? What? Wait a second. I don't get it. Line 6 is... There's something wrong here? What's wrong? Oh, maybe I didn't save. That's why. So used to auto-saving. There we go. That's not found. It should be right here. I got an idea. I think... let's see. I think I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna do proto, load types, and then that. I don't like this function. Proto loader load types. What was that function there? Load silencer protos. I'm just gonna do it like that for now. And then this needs the dollar sign like that. I mean the period for the path. Okay. Let's try this again. Cannot execute binary file. Oh, wait a second. I need ProDoc also. Oh, snaps. That's just the path. But I still need ProTalk installed now that I think about it. Still need ProTalk. If you don't have ProTalk installed, download it from here. Got it. Was that the right link? What the heck? That didn't give me to. That didn't send me to ProTalk. Did it? Maybe it's in here. I only see Linux. Show all 18. Here we go. Windows 64. Got it. Okay. Let's open that bad boy up. Let's extract. And then ProTalk isn't even in here. What the heck? The hell? It only has a plugin. I'm so confused right now. That is not the ProTalk link. JavaScript is no longer supported by protocol buffers as package as it previously did. Please use the release from protocol. Okay. I'll have to figure this out later then. I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. I'll see you guys later.